What does that mean?
Well, I had a daughter. I raised her from birth till she was 8.
I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
Only in European Western culture do people believe a man should be with one woman.
But if I like you and you like me, eventually I'm going to stop liking you.
Nigga, what?
Jason Love finds out his daughter is not his. We meet the biggest gold digger in the world. Kanye gets caught with some nookie. Charleston White breaks it down while all men cheat. And Latino woman explains what it takes to make every woman like you. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button. Let's get to it.
You're literally old enough to be my dad.
I think I ordered another steak. Huh? I think Jason ordered another steak.
Daughter is by the 27th.
Wait, what does that mean? Huh? What does that mean?
Well, I had a daughter. I raised her from birth till she was 8. But then a year and a half ago, I found out she wasn't my daughter. So, you know, she's still my daughter, but not biological. What was your reaction when you found out?
Oh my God.
Gobsmacked. Couldn't believe it.
There you guys heard it. The legendary Jason Love, Anna the Plug, Adam 22 finds out that his daughter is not his daughter after raising her. This lets you know when it comes to women and it comes to babies, when they start being for the streets and they start sleeping around and they find out that they're pregnant, they normally just put it on the guy who is in the life at that time. And if you're a man desperate for love and desperate for a family and desperate for these things, then you will fall for the trick because you will automatically assume that the woman has not been stepping out on you. Get in the comments to let me know exactly what you think about this situation.
I'm not joking. I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So like, why do you ask for that?
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
Valid, so you're getting straight to the point.
I think, I have a job. I'm very successful. So I think I have every right to be like, hi, are we on the same level or am I wasting my time?
This is what you have to deal with, guys. You have to understand. Women now are taking gold digging to a whole nother level. They have literally put a price on their soul, which means that all the lovey-dovey, chivalry, I want to be nice to you, I want to treat you good, all of that goes out the door. They're making sure that your bank account is right by now looking into bank accounts. The best thing for you to do is to stay on your own path. Relationships are now doomed for those who are not prepared for it. What do I mean? You have some people out there that they've taken the time out to better themselves, stayed away from relationships, and found out their lane. They know what lane they in. They know what lane they're happy in. They know what lane they fit in. So it's easier for them to find a woman to date that's inside of their lane. A lot of guys who don't know their lane, you're the one that's going to end up with these type of women that are running around putting prices on everything, checking your bank account, checking what you're doing, trying to make sure everything's going to work in her favor because of desperation. Only a desperate man's going to sit up and even let her talk to him like that. All the other guys are going to be like, get out of here. I'm going to just stick with the girls that are in my lane that like me already.
Ho chiesto ora.
Kanye being who Kanye is, sitting there getting some little nookie on the boat with his wife. Now, you have to understand, this is the same guy that married Kim Kardashian. So for him to have a wife that's actually doing this in public, it seems like a normal thing. That's just how these celebrities are. Plus, he lets his woman walk around looking like a slut anyway. Main thing that people need to understand is that we are living in a world where there's no thing as shock value anymore. When you see these celebrities out here doing stuff, you have regular people that are doing worse, to the point where celebrities are trying to keep up with regular people on TikTok that are out clout chasing them. And when it comes to clout chasing, I think Kanye West is the biggest clout chaser.
I feel like a lot of men like to cheat because of that. And they feel scared, and they don't communicate that well. I don't think men communicate that shit that well.
It's just like the stars, right? Men are designed to cheat by the creation of God. Only in European.
And do the stars say that? Because I might agree with you.
Only in European Western culture do people believe a man should be with one woman. That's only a European Western culture belief. Outside of that, every other race and every other woman understands that it's in a man's nature by design, because God created a man. His whole makeup, his drive, his desire is to have sex and to eat food. No woman would ever understand that, because she's never had a heart on.
I feel the same way.
God, my whole desire as a man when I wake up is to eat food and have sex. What centers around that? Getting a job so I can buy steaks, eat lobster, buy Louis, get a Rolls Royce. What does all that do? Get me more pussy, make my woman listen to me. Because if I couldn't bring that in, she ain't gonna listen to it I say. As honest as I can be broke, she don't give a damn what I'm saying broke. As an honest man broke.
Yeah.
So as a man, you struggle with that. Growing up from a little boy, turned on by everything that you see. That's why men are turned on by their sight, and women are turned on by what they hear. A woman design, whole design is not sex driven. She's in her emotions. She's feeling, because she has to nurture. She has to nurture children. So it's two totally different worlds. And so only when you start to adapt to Western culture do you start to think that one man is supposed to have one woman. That's why the man in America die faster than anybody on earth, because he's going against his nature.
Woo! Charleston White out here dropping facts. I absolutely agree. It is designed for men to have multiple women. But at some point, men start to outgrow having multiple women. But I always feel like during your younger years, men, you should experiment with having multiple women, because technically that's what you're living for. You see why it's easy for a woman to go out here and sell her body, do OnlyFans, do all these degrading things? It's because she's not living for it. It's not a big deal to her as it is whenever it comes to a man. To a woman, it's just an entitlement that she gives to the guy for him having a certain status, or an entitlement that she gives to a guy whenever he has to pay for it, whenever she feels he has to earn it. It's not love. And I've always told guys this, that sex with a woman is not love to her, it is power. When she thinks she has power over you because of it, that's when she's going to profit the most and get the most out of you. But a man wakes up wanting to be the best version of himself in order to attract women. This is why guys who do not wake up and become the best version of themselves, they do not attract women, because women don't feel entitled to be with them, but feel entitled for a man to work for her. The more a man works for himself, the less he has to work on a woman working for him. Get in the comments to let me know exactly how you feel about this.
Let me explain something to you about women, okay? If you like me and I don't like you, but I like that you like me, I'm going to keep playing with you. Now, if I like you and you don't like me, I'm gonna like you so much more. But if I like you and you like me, eventually I'm going to stop liking you. It's simple.
And she is absolutely right. The less you try, the more they're going to want you. This is a concept that men cannot understand. Why? Because you have no other way for a woman to notice you other than what comes out of your mouth. Now tell guys, women react to actions. They don't react to words, because when it comes to words is something that they get used to, because most men are repeating the same thing. The best thing for men to do in modern society is to focus on yourself. Focus on the things that you want in life. Focus on the things that you want to do in life. Be obsessed with your dreams. Be obsessed with the success of your dreams, and women will follow. All the guys that make it and have all the women say the same thing. When you start chasing money, women start chasing you. You start chasing women, you start to lose money. Women fall in love with the guy that doesn't love them. They love trying to get a guy to fall in love with them, the same way men who have no love for a passion fall in love trying to make women fall in love with him. You see how that works? If you don't have a purpose that you love, then you're gonna love trying to find love. We live in a different world now, guys. What was happening 5-6 years ago is over with. We're going into a whole new dimension of life. Every 100 years, life has changed. And trust me, life has changed for the good. You got to get up and you got to get out and you got to do something. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys like the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.